Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Elysium. Today I'd like to tell you about the Lord Knight. In particular, I will touch on the collection of necessary MVP equipment, builds and stats. The main idea of this class is a good weapon and ignore death. That's why the first thing you need to have is a halberd with 2 minerless cards. Also, you need to have 1 minerless card in your album. After that, you should collect Ignore Death. You must have 100% of Ignore Death for farming MVPs. Now, let's take a close look at my equipment. Tights with the 15 enchantment of Ignore Death. Ancient Cape with the 15%, which is dropped from Alice. Halberd, 10% Ignore Death. And the last one is Not on Head with 5% of Ignore Death. As a result, we have 50% of Ignore Death. But if you deposit minus card in your adventure book, you will also have plus 50% of Ignore Death for your peace build. After all, you will have 100% of Ignore Death. If you don't have any enchantments, I recommend you for the first time to wear following things. Instead of Evil Bracelet, you can wear Rose Bracelet with a 25% Ignore Death and Mona card with a star in your armor, which gives you 15% Ignore Death. In total it gives 40% Ignore Death. Using Ancient Cape will also give you 50% Ignore Death. Cumulatively, you will have 55% Ignore Death, that is more than enough. Also, you can bring along the dog. It's the pet which you can find in Morocco City. It will give you 5% Ignore Death if you want to change something in your equipment. The last thing you need is a Rudolph horn, but it's a little bit expensive, that's why I will talk about it a little bit later. Now let's take a look at accessories. First of all, you need to find any access with physical attack and melee attack in percentage. In my case, I bought strength rings at once, then will melee attack, and after that I was looking for the better rings with 5 till 10%, because you can buy 2.5% rings without any problem. You also need Matyr's Leash from Osiris, because it gives 100% moving speed when you use it. It is very important in hunting MVPs, as you can reach the boss very fast. I have this one, but I can't use it due to the bad legs. If you don't have any problem with that, you must have it and use this ring. Further, let's talk about cards. You need 6 cards, 2 Kaho cards for Earth bosses like Oz Hero, Oz Lord and Maya, 2 Santa Porings cards for Shadow bosses like Baphomet or Doppelganger, 2 Ultraman cards against Brute and Demon. For example, this card is the best one for Garm. That's one easy. If you don't have enough Ignore Death, you should use the Rose Bracelet, preferably with Mark card and Slot. Mark card is good at bosses with gas, you will avoid the freeze status. Slot is also necessary for race cards. For example, you can have 5% damage against Shadow, Earth, Water and Fire elements. Once you don't have deficit with Ignore Death, you should replace Rose Bracelet with Evil Brace, that has a chance to do 100% extra damage, and which is sharp plus 10. It gives you 5% attack. Also, you need to upgrade this brace to the maximum, as it gives you additional HP. Oftentimes it is very important on MVPs. Now let's talk about headwear. First of all, you need cat ear berry. You can get it for the S rank, crafting in Frontera and giving 5% attack. It is good at the beginning of the game when you don't have a lot of money. The second step is to craft the head from Stormy Night, Rudolph's horn. It gives 5% Ignore Death and 5% melee attack. It is way better than cat ear berry. The third step is a top slot gear in the high-end content. You should get Oz Hero Helm. This one is really amazing headwear, which gives 10% melee damage. Now let's talk about face slot. You have two variants, Nut and Head with 5% ignore depth, Frost Masquerade Mask, where it gives fancy additional attack damage attributes to your character. The mask attributes adds plus 30 attack, plus 3% attack, and it has an additional skill of Frost Focus. Speaking about mouth slot, I use Pipe from Edgar, because I don't have anything else. It gives plus 3 strength, that is very important for me. If you have something better, use it. The next item type is back. There are two variants here. Devil Wing from the Big Line quest, which gives all attributes plus 1 damage and magic damage plus 5%. Also, Twin Katana from Gacha Sakura, giving melee attack plus 5%. It should be noted that Devil Wing is better due to all attributes plus 1. Tail is one of the most difficult gear slot, because we don't have a lot of good alternatives. I use Petit's Tail, it gives move speed plus 5%. The best variant is Golden Marsh from Gacha Vacation Walls. It gives damage to non-demi human race plus 3%. Epic Spirit Death Convoy is not bad too, it gives damage to undead race plus 10%. You can buy it in the guild hall. It is a must-have tail for level up and against undead bosses. The last variant is to use any tail you like. So let's move on to the stats. I got 99 strength and 99 wit. Strength is for maximum attack, vitality is for survivability on bosses. Remaining points use whatever you want. As for me, I threw them on dex and luck equally, because every 5 dex luck give 1 attack. For the present I have 70% of runes. In Peace build there is no need to be in a hurry to get all runes. The main goal is to collect Ignore Death, cards and so on. So the first must-have runes are Peace Range increases the range of Peace. It gives you the chance to avoid different harmful skills from bosses. Aura Blade, powerful, gains additional 5 physical attacks from Sword Aura for each level of skill. There are 3 Aura Blade runes, which gives you 300 attack on 20 level. Also, I recommend you to get all runes with pure attack. Other runes use whatever you like. Sum up our guide with the Adventure Handbook. Take care about it in last turn, because you must put only extra money in it. Your main goal is top gear and middle enchants, and only after that you may think about this book. Now let's take a close look at Adventure Handbook. Craft headwear and cards with attack. Deposit them. Keep in mind, I did it when I had the middle equipment and extra money, because it was difficult to buy needful equipment that was always on time and everybody wanted it. First of all, craft the cheapest cards and headwear on attack. After that, you may do more and more expensive. At the time of recording, I've opened almost all cards and headwear for craft and deposit. Right now I have more than 650 attack without donate things. That's all for now. Maybe I missed something. If I did that, please write in comments. Thanks for watching. This is Elysium. See you on my streams.